Here's a story about a subway pervert that isn't about Jared Fogle. Am I right?
Wow.
Wow.
That was good.
This happens in China, where a woman was on a subway and saw that a man took an upskirt video of her, and she would have her revenge. Take a look.
什么？删掉。干嘛了？要不然我报警了。我干嘛了？自己看。什么？我删掉，快！删掉，快点！大家看好了，这是一个那个地铁色狼啊，偷拍女生的那个裙底啊，看好了。我删！快删！删！快点，不然报警了。 快点露脸啊！快点啊！你刚刚不是拍的很神吗？啊？没有。啊？没有。
So what you just saw there, she confronted him and made him take the SD card out of his phone, chew on it, to break it, to eliminate all these videos, and then he ran out. Another thing I noticed, this guy needs to trim his fingernails, please. It's just, guys.
Maybe cut your sideburns on the way there too.
Yeah, you're gonna
anyway.
scratch people. I don't think you need it. It's just a little something, pet peeve of mine. Anyhow, yeah, so she took him to task there. And so I just want to say that I'm glad that she confronted him, if this is indeed real. Which, why not?
Well, the reason why it might not be real is, one, obviously, because it's such poetic justice that we don't normally get satisfied with in real life. But at the same time, it's like in Asian communities, this sort of sexual assault, minor sexual assault to all the way to like groping and horrific rape is incredibly common in public transportation.
Boo.
Yeah, in Japan, China, where people are packed into these subways, like there's a serious problem with that. And there's actually a psychological disorder called frotteurism, which I'm kind of messing up right now, that corresponds to that. Frotteurism is a paraphilic interest in rubbing, usually one's pelvic area, or erect penis against a non-consenting person for sexual pleasure.
Gross.
No, this is among teenagers actually. This is a serious thing that teenagers go through.
I used to rub it against inanimate objects in my house.
Like I've done it on a basketball before.
Yeah.
Once.
Couch cushions is pretty much the go-to.
Yeah, but
not a person.
Yeah,
and definitely not a person in a subway. You've seen those videos where they just shove people into the subway. There's people whose job it is to just shove you into the subway if you don't fit. Yeah. I was on the subway in Tokyo. And it's very nice. Everyone's quiet.
Did no one grope you?
No one groped me.
No one groped
you. To my
you.
knowledge. I didn't grope anyone. I didn't know this was a thing.
Yeah, this is a problem in Asian countries, to my understanding. Another problem in American subway systems is just homeless people pooping themselves or masturbating.
Yerking it in the subway. I've seen people who have been dancing.
And dancing in the subways. I don't like that either. Dancing.
None of them hold a candle to how terrible flash mobs are.
Oh my God,
people.
Seriously,
it's a mob. Yeah, so I think this is good, and I think if it's real, this is a good way to take the person to task and say, you know, you're going to take a video of me bastardizing my concept of privacy. I'm going to do the same thing to you and have you run out in ignominy, which I learned from the Scarlet Letter. Anyhow, what do you guys think? Is this poetic justice? What would you do if someone did that to you on the subway? What would you do if someone tried to grope you on the subway?
Me or grope me?
You or grope you or something weird on the subway? It's different for guys.
It is different for guys. And I've been groped before. It's not great. It's definitely not good. Like, I mean...
What was the context of you getting groped?
Gay bar.
Gay bar. Someone just groped you. And h'd you feel?
Not very great. I felt like very vulnerable. I'm not kidding. It was interesting to see because I'm 6'4", 240 pounds, so I never ever think about being sexually threatened by anyone else up until that happened, and I was like, women have to go through this all the time. It's terrible.
It's bad. I was groped like as a joke by someone when I was like a kid. And it was a girl, and she was like, hey. And I was just like squeezing through a door, and she was like, hey, and she touched my butt. And I was like, I should like this because she's a cutie. But she was much older than me. She was like probably 19, which to me was like 35. And I was like, why does this feel so terrible? I didn't like that at all. So I would never do it to someone knowingly. Give us your thoughts in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you next time on Pop Trigger.